Father, to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit. The Lord be with you. We keep the day feast of St. Mary Magdalene, who is one of the first people recorded in the Gospels as having witnessed the resurrection. She's the one who, in St. John's account, goes and tells the apostles that the tomb is empty. So in that way, she becomes an apostle to the apostles. So one who witnesses the resurrection and goes out and tells others what they have seen and heard. It's appropriate that as we celebrate the apostles with great feasting and solemnity, we do her as well. As we begin this celebration tonight together, we turn to the God who loves us, relying on his mercy and his forgiveness. Lord Jesus, you are the firstborn of all creation. Lord, have mercy.
Lord, have mercy.
You are the life and resurrection of your people. Christ, have mercy.
Christ, have mercy.
You are the joy of your saints. Lord, have mercy.
Lord, have mercy.
May Almighty God have mercy and forgive us our sins and bring us to life everlasting.
Amen.
Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace to people of good will. We praise you, we bless you, we adore you, we glorify you. We give you thanks for your great love. Lord God, heavenly King, O God, Almighty Father, Lord Jesus Christ, of the begotten Son, Lord God, Lamb of God, Son and Father, you take away the sins of the world, have mercy on us. You take away the sins of the world, receive our prayer. You are seated at the right hand of the Father, have mercy on us. For you alone are the Holy One, you alone are the Lord, you alone are the Most High, Jesus Christ, with the Holy Spirit, in the glory of God the Father. Let us pray. O God, whose only begotten Son entrusted Mary Magdalene before all others, with announcing the great joy of the resurrection, grant that through her intercession and example, we may proclaim the living Christ and come to see him reigning in your glory, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, God forever and ever.
Amen. A reading from the Song of Songs. The bride says this: on my bed at night, I sought him whom my heart loves. I sought but did not find him. So I will rise and go through the city, in the streets and the squares. I will seek him whom my heart loves. I sought but did not find him. The watchmen came upon me on their rounds in the city. Have you seen him whom my heart loves? Scarcely had I passed them, then I found him whom my heart loves. This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
For you my soul is thirsty, O Lord my God.
For you my soul is thirsty.
O God, you are my God, for you I long. For you my soul is thirsty. My body pines for you, like a dry, weary land without water. For you my soul is thirsty, O Lord my God. So I gaze on you in the sanctuary, to see your strength and your glory. For your love is better than life. My lips will speak your praise. For you my soul is thirsty, O Lord my God. So I will bless you all my life. In your name I will lift up my hands. My soul shall be filled as with a banquet. My mouth shall praise you with joy. For you my soul is thirsty, O Lord my God. For you have been my help. In the shadow of your wings I rejoice. My soul clings to you. Your right hand holds me fast. For you, my soul is thirsty, O Lord my God. Let us stand to greet the gospel. Alleluia, alleluia. Tell us, Mary, say, what thou didst see upon the way. The tomb the living did enclose. I saw Christ's glory as he rose. Alleluia.
Alleluia. The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. It was very early on the first day of the week and still dark, when Mary of Magdalene came to the tomb. She saw that the stone had been moved away from the tomb and came running to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one Jesus loved. They have taken the Lord out of the tomb, she said, and we do not know where they have put him. Mary stayed outside the tomb weeping. Then, still weeping, she stooped to look inside and saw two angels in white sitting where the body of Jesus had been, one on the head, the other at the feet. They said, "Woman, why are you weeping?" "They have taken my Lord away," she replied, "and I don't know where they have put him." As she said this, she turned round and saw Jesus standing there, though she did not recognize him. Jesus said, "Woman, why are you weeping? Who are you looking for?" Supposing him to be the gardener, she said, "Sir, if you have taken him away, tell me where you have put him. I will go and remove him." Jesus said, "Mary." She knew him then and said to him in Hebrew, "Rabboni," which means master. Jesus said to her, "Do not cling to me because I have not yet ascended to my Father. But go and find the brothers and tell them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." So Mary Magdalene went and told the disciples that she had seen the Lord, and that he had said these things to her. The Gospel of the Lord. Often religion can seem dry and even austere. Certainly passion isn't something that is commonly associated with Christianity, rather quite far the opposite. And yet we hear in all the readings today that longing, that thirst, that love which comes through. Song of Songs is amongst one of the few books, I think only two books in the Bible that I can think of, that never actually once mentions God. And Song of Songs is really a book of love poetry. But as we saw in that first reading, it can be applied to God, his people, to Christ and the church, which is why it finds its place within the Bible. And we see there that first reading perfectly matched to someone like Mary of Magdalene, who's longing and thirsting for the Lord. Because we see in that gospel today that as the disciples have come, looked, and gone away, Mary remains there, weeping, crying out to God that this cannot be true. And her grief is so great that when Jesus does come, she doesn't know who he is. She mistakes him to be the gardener and pleads with him to tell her where he has moved the body of Jesus to, and she'll come and give it a proper burial somewhere else. The one thing that changes for Mary, though, is when Jesus calls her by her name. In that moment, she recognizes who it is that she's been talking to all along. So perhaps the message of our feast today is that we too should look out for when the Lord calls us by name, because as with Mary, it may not be when we're expecting it. Blessed are you, Lord God of all creation, for through your goodness we have received the bread we offer. Rooted the earth and the work of human hands, it will become for us the bread of life. Blessed are you, Lord God of all creation, for through your goodness we have received the wine we offer. Rooted the vine and the work of human hands, it will become our spiritual drink. Pray, my brothers and sisters, that my sacrifice may be acceptable to God the Almighty Father. Accept, O Lord, the offering presented in commemoration of St. Mary Magdalene, whose homage and charity was graciously accepted by your only begotten Son, who lives and reigns forever and ever. Amen. The Lord be with you. Lift up your hearts. Let us give thanks to the Lord our God. It is truly right and just, our duty and our salvation, always and everywhere to give you thanks, Lord, Holy Father, Almighty and Eternal God. For your praise in the company of your saints, and in crowning their merits, you crown your own gifts. By their way of life, you offer us an example. By their way of life, you offer us an example. By communing with them, you give us companionship. By their intercession, show support. So that, encouraged by so great a cloud of witnesses, we may run as victors in the race before us, and win with them the imperishable crown of glory through Christ our Lord. And so with angels and archangels, and with a great multitude of the saints, we sing the hymn of your praise, as without end we acclaim, Holy, 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 Lord God of hosts. Heaven and earth are full of your glory. Blessed is he who comes in the name of God. You are indeed holy, O Lord, and all you have created rightly gives you praise. For through your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, by the power and working of the Holy Spirit, you give life to all things and make them whole. And you never cease to gather people to yourself, so that from the rising of the sun to its setting, a pure sacrifice may be offered to your name. Therefore, O Lord, we humbly implore you, by the same Spirit graciously make holy these gifts we have brought to you for consecration, that they may become for us the body and blood of your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, at whose command we celebrate these mysteries. From the night he was betrayed, he himself took bread, and giving you thanks, he said the blessing, broke the bread, and gave it to his disciples, saying, Take this, all of you, and eat of it. For this is my body, which will be given up for you. In a similar way, when supper was ended, he took the chalice, and giving you thanks, he said the blessing, and gave the chalice to his disciples, saying, Take this, all of you, and drink from it. For this is the chalice of my blood, the blood of the new and eternal covenant, which will be poured out for you and for many for the forgiveness of sins. Do this in memory of me. The mystery of faith. We proclaim your death, O Lord, and profess your resurrection. Therefore, O Lord, as we celebrate the memorial of the saving passion of your Son, his wondrous resurrection and ascension into heaven, and as we look forward to his second coming, we offer you in thanksgiving this holy and living sacrifice. Lord, we pray upon the oblation of your church, and recognizing the sacrificial victim, by whose death you will to reconcile us to yourself. Grant that we, who are nourished by the body and blood of your Son, and filled with his Holy Spirit, may become one body, one spirit in Christ. May he make of us an eternal offering to you, so that we may obtain an inheritance with your elect, especially with the most blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of God, with blessed Joseph, her spouse, with your blessed apostles and glorious martyrs, with St. Mary Magdalene, and with all the saints, on whose constant intercession in your presence we rely for unfailing help. May the sacrifice of our reconciliation, we pray, on advance the peace and salvation of all the world. Be pleased to confirm the faith and charity of your fervent church on earth, with your servant Francis our Pope, and Mark our Bishop, order of bishops, all the clergy, and the entire people you have gained for your own. Listen graciously to the prayers of this family whom you have summoned before you. In your compassion, O merciful Father, gather to yourself all your children scattered throughout the world. To our departed brothers and sisters, and to all who are pleasing to you passing from this life, give kind admittance to your kingdom. There we may to enjoy forever the fullness of your glory, through Christ our Lord, with whom you bestowed the world all that is good. Through him, with him, and in him, O God, Almighty Father, in the unity of the Holy Spirit, all glory and honor is yours, forever and ever. Jesus taught us to call God our Father, so with confidence let us now pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Deliver us, Lord, we pray, from every evil. Graciously grant peace in our days, that by the help of your mercy we may be always free from sin and safe from all distress, as we await the blessed hope, the coming of our Saviour, Jesus Christ. For the kingdom, Lord Jesus Christ, who said to your apostles, peace I leave you, my peace I give you. Look not on our sins, but on the faith of your church, and graciously grant her peace and unity in accordance with your will, who live and reign forever and ever. Amen. The peace of the Lord be with you always. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Have mercy on us. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Have mercy on us. Lamb of God, you take away the sins of the world. Grant us peace. Behold the Lamb of God. Behold him who takes away the sins of the world. Blessed are those called to the supper of the Lamb. Lord, I am not worthy that you enter. May the body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ keep us all safe for eternal life. Amen. The love of Christ compels us, that those who live may live no longer for themselves, but for him who died for them and was raised. Let us pray. May the reception of your holy mysteries, Lord, instill in us that persevering love, with which Mary Magdalene clung resolutely to Christ her Master, who lives and reigns forever and ever. The Lord be with you. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Go and announce the gospel of the Lord. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, thank you.